Siapa yang bikinnya? Yang coba bikin, cobain aja dulu. Ainun. Ya, jangan lupa di tap-tap layar, guys.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Zico.
There's the whistle. And it's Stoichkov. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Ya, dibuang
Well,
sono
not too many
tuh.
Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
Just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
He has found a way through.
Raul, this is the time you need that pace.
Belletti. Bastoni calmly anticipates. Belletti is offering some sort of an apology there.
Apa Syam? Tahu.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Pressing's intense and it's paid off. Oh, no
Hey.
question, that's a foul.
Halo bang, saya dah Soleh. Apa kabar Soleh? Main hari-hari main bola baik nih, habis pulang nge-grab gua. Nggak nge-live lagi lah ya. Lama banget nih orang ya. Ada Jamal. Lama banget.
Bellingham takes control of enemies on the move. And it's Fernando Torres.
Ya.
Mohamed Salah finds himself offside. Costa Curta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, he's been caught up, real chance! Goal! Celtic! Was there ever any doubt?
Gas mulai aja bang. Mulai apa?
It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again.
Sudah beli motor apa le?
Hits one! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Untuk nge-grab.
With the corner, there first. Celtic have the chance to go the other way. Adams gathers from the goal kick. He's through, now is he in? Mohamed Salah. He's in, surely! Cross deflected behind for a corner. Oh, well played. And now they can spring out of defence. Raul. It's Raul! It's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Celtic are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Looking to pass their way through. Belletti. Now then, the ball's come loose. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Drogba showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now it's Raul. Oh, super ball.
Oh, gagal ya.
That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Looks a good ball through. Costa Curta. He's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And here's... Oh, can he put it away? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Nice interception, well timed. That's going to go a long way. Fernando Torres, and he's got the beating of his man. Well, that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's Stoichkov! They are rampant! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
A case now of complete control. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Looking for the run. The fullback is in acres of space here. Brilliantly cut out. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Owen. He's through, it's and Owen! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Adams. Bellingham running with the ball.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Yamal. There will be a throw-in. Costa Curta. And he was alert to it. Adams. Stoichkov. Nicely intercepted. Yamal. Ball's gone astray. Yamal! It's there! He has given that a lot. Bang!
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation. And once power is
Bikinlah sim.
the goalkeeper's up against it.
Bikinlah sim tuh. Gampang, tinggal nembak.
And the whistle goes for half-time.
Tembak sim.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed.
Hendak
so
nembak
far,
sim kok nyampak kayak
That being good movement
belok-belok.
in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Celtic head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead.
Belok-belok je ini lah. Nampak lagi. Cam.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Mohamed Salah. A communication breakdown there, it seems. And it's Salah.
Might want to be careful there.
Johor Darul Tazim can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Lang. Tum.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, great shapes to shoot! Terrific
Hampir.
save from the keeper.
Owen really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Rudiger with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's
Jangan jam.
Stoichkov. He's one-on-one, big chance. Sticks it away. And they are pulling clear here. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Celtic
has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
That is a little undercooked. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just...
And the shots! Oh, it's fallen kindly here!
Yes.
They've scored! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Celtic are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well,
And the shots! Goal!
look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
The attendance for
Well,
this
they have a
match
goal,
was
but it is surely too much to hope for a
71,550.
comeback. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a mighty effort! Arrived on cue, but fluffed his line. Beckenbauer. Oh, good spread. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Substitution.
Adams. Stojkovic. Costa Curta. Here's Barcola. Raul.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Costa Curta. Oh, that's well spotted. Allison sends that a long way. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision making and a weak execution.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Stoichkov. Oh, easy pickings there. Shifted upfield. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's SARA. Now, who's going to be first to this? And Stoichkov! They've got to be quick to recover this. Decent hit! Lacking in accuracy.
Nge-lag YouTube aku,
I think
nge-lag.
a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back page headlines there.
Ternyata anak aku ini pening.
Celtic choosing to make the first change. Adams. It's not gone well.
Ada.
He's gone for goal!
Banyak.
Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Stojkovic looking understandably energised after his goal. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And now they can clear their lines. He won't be happy with that one.
You can can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Messi. Now it's Stoichkov. Rice. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And he's found the way past. There's the shot! Hakimi.
Berapa? 4.
Now it's Messi. Pass somewhat off target. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Johor Darul Tazim clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. 4 extra minutes added on. And beyond the defence, that was good alertness. Stojkovic. And he cuts out the supply.
Oh, situ sih lama.
He's played him through. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered
Halo
throughout
bang,
and did what they did
halo abangku.
when required so
Bang
to
info
do.
beli
There could
akun
be
efootlball
only
yang
one
PC.
outcome.
Please drink responsibly.
Akun efootlball PC nggak ada cuy, aku nggak tahu juga.
No surprise
Soalnya
there.
ribet kan dia apa namanya bergabung sama Steam kan, jadi sayang mungkin kalau mau dijual. Akun PC kan lumayan juga kan, akun Steamnya mungkin.
Nah, Sam tuh. Kalau itu tuh siapa tuh? Cepat cepat.
Di YouTube kita live juga ya. Tes juga bang.
Sepatunya aja nih, sepatunya nih kakak Es. Enggak kotor ya. Ini.
Ayo men bisa live mah itu. Sama live 2 kok ya. Sama. Jadi ada yang buat YouTube, ada yang buat ini juga. Ada yang buat TikTok, jadi enak. Mana ya kopinya? Mau mulai aktif live lagi aja ini habis maghrib paling aktifnya.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. An intimidating atmosphere in the crowd, a crowd so close to the pitch here in this old-style stadium, the Gevis. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. It's Maradona!
Tes doang, tes.
And he was there to get a vital touch. Maradona actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Ya banyak juga lah.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning, and he's got the pace and strength to deal with the quickest opponent. He's not going to fall for cheap tricks either. He's just not that type to dive into tackles.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him.
Ah,
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
kalau 3 streaming bayar, nggak bisa di aplikasinya.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further
Kan
on.
yang kemarin buat
Griezmann.
itu
Anything
tinggal nungguin
noteworthy
aja.
in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Bellingham. Now it's Stoichkov. Maradona. Just eases him off the ball. Referee's given a throw. Baresi. Cruyff chasing after it. And here's Stoichkov. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. It's a throw in.
Anjir, dia Messi apaan tuh kayak gitu? Oh, Messi ini.
Of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cruyff getting this one clear. Celtic have reclaimed it.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That's been intercepted. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Turns back here, probably the best option. Mbappe is firing after that one. Now it's Cruyff. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Mbappe. Maradona. Bellingham. Nice ball, and he's in here. Pinches it off him. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Anjir.
Kante with the clearance. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Messi. He has found the way through. And Messi! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Messi deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Cruyff. Good spot, he's seen the run. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Gitu anjir.
There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Main ini semua dia epic semua ngeri. beli semua dia berarti nih.
And he's picked out the run. Now it's Griezmann. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. Beckenbauer.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's good running with the ball. Mbappe. He has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Well, we expected better, and so did he.
Itu lagi.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Couldn't squeeze it through.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And this is Torres. Has a go! They've done it! Celtic are all square.
Lagi
One
habis isi
sweeping
dia.
move executed with... And we've reached half-time. Celtic head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. Don't you look back on the first four. Torres!
Pelan banget
Oh,
ya.
terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That's good vision.
Alah.
For a
Goblok
moment
pakai
you felt
maju
that was
segala.
going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Fernando Torres. And the shot's on here. Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
Bellingham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Cuk.
Celtic with the corner, there first. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, that was vital. And he's heaved it away. Gently done. Chance to shoot now. Torres unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, the shot could be on here. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then. And it's no surprise to see who's taking responsibility here.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Stoichkov!
Ya. Anjrit. Mantulannya begitu lagi.
It's their second corner of the game. And that has been cleared. He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's well spotted. Messi. He's got away. Tries a shot!
Alah.
It's in! And they've got their lead back. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect
Ini
accuracy.
kuat banget sih kalau
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
anjrit.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Stoichkov being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
That has not gone well. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And Here's Stoichkov. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Celtic showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Cruyff, who's set up one goal so far.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Suara apa dia? Mengganti suara. Woi, lagi serius ini, bukan kata suara. Kan kayak kecil ya ini ya. Suaranya kecil.
Numero 7 Griezmann, numero 20, numero 15 lasciano il campo per il numero 9,
Costa Curta.
il numero 18 Villa,
Fiddles it through.
il numero
Oh,
13.
good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Celtic really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Dia dibuang-buang banyak.
He's quick to get it clear again. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that's a key interception.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bangke banget lagi, pakai segala gol tadi.
Maradona. Bellingham providing an outlet on that flank. And now they can clear their lines. It's SARA!
Mampus.
He's got a goal!
Kan tuh buang-buang
They've
terus
done
ya.
it again! It is incredible!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Just 5 minutes left. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Driving on and making good progress. They've got a corner here.
Sostituzione di giocatori.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Vinicius Junior with the clearance. Vinicius
Il
Junior
quarto uomo
deals with
indica
that
4 minuti
comfortably.
di recupero.
Threads one in. That is good alertness. Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's Beckham. Haaland. Belletti. Beckham. Skillfully cut out. And that will be the final act. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or
Main
determination.
bagus doang kacir-kacir. Bisa juga ya. Divisi 2 dia, divisi 2.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
everybody,
Without
and
a doubt,
welcome
it is
to
the week's
today's
most
match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Looks to clip it forward. Can he latch on to this? And it's Belletti. Now there's a fine ball. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he most of all?
Well, from the list previously mentioned,
Can he finish? And he's there to get it away. Belletti. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
well, I think both teams probably feel it's too...
There's the shot! Goal! Celtic! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Could move up a gear here. Belletti. Bellingham looking to run onto it. Costa Curta does want to stand firm and defend it. Rudiger calmly anticipates. Nicked it back promptly. Vinicius Junior short changes him with that pass. Beckenbauer. Celtic are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Beckham fiddles it through, and it's Kane. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Fernando Torres.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Decent hit! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Stoichkov is offering a wry smile there.
Celtic with the corner, there first. And he's there to clear it. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. And they win it back again. Torres. And Stoichkov! It's there! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting.
He's got the shot away! He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. Celtic present their opponents with the best possible chance here.
Pencet lagi.
He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. That's one back! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, as
Pencet lagi.
decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
Beranak. Kamu.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game...
Kane!
Ah,
He has
gak
done
siap
it!
tuh.
They are right back in business.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation.
After
Elementary.
32 minutes is number 10.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, that's a key interception. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. That has been cut short. Beckenbauer. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bruno Fernandes. Oh, well played, well played. Stoichkov looks to get on the end of this. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Hernandez spots it and intercepts. Half-time getting close now. Good read, needed to be. Rudiger. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That looks a cracking ball. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now it's Kane. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Kalau lama nggak muncul dia nih.
indicated.
Sibuk ini, sibuk kanin bini.
Bruno Fernandes.
Cari duit.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Belum lama. Udah lama banget nih, makanya pada hilang semua viewernya.
first 45 minutes are up.
Sekarang bisa ini nih, apa
Celtic
main di ini
playing
ya,
their
apa
part in a real slugfest here.
efootlball bisa
A
di
glut of
PS
goals
sekarang.
and nothing to suggest much is going to change.
Bisa lawan PS, Xbox.
First half thoughts.
Celtic can take heart from the fact that they're more than holding their own despite being a man down. That's credit to their level of organisation and spirit. Now that they've got a chance to have a breather and settle down, it'll be interesting to see what approach they'll take after the break.
Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Alexander-Arnold.
Stoichkov has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target now. As long as he keeps working for his team, he should be fine.
Palmer. And now the breakaway. Fernando Torres. Look at the space here. Stoichkov. Shapes to shoot. Bruno Fernandes. Beckham. To Bruno Fernandes. It's a pretty loose pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Rice has been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Celtic can't breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. And just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly. Alexander-Arnold.
Beckham. Looking for the runner. Oh, super find. Bruno Fernandes. Chooses to go back. Offside that time. And it's Fernando Torres. And Stoichkov!
Alexander-Arnold.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Stoichkov. Kane. Bellingham. Belletti. And here's Mohamed Salah. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. That is good alertness. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Always onto this. He's shifting through the gears here. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. He's got Torres! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
Their second corner of the game.
Vinicius Junior. Number
Tries to get it
19,
clear.
Bruno Fernandes. Coming on the
Beckenbauer.
field.
In
number
with the
7,
challenge.
Messi.
Celtic
Number
showing a
15,
good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Messi! And again! It's anyone's ball now. Rice. Chance to shoot. Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Kane. Coming on to replace him is number 20, David Villa.
Kira dia pakai segala
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely...
He rises! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Rice fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Rice. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Beckham. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, what has happened? It's goal! Celtic!
main divisi kah? Iya pasti main divisi.
And it has to be said, an absolute gift. Celtic take the lead.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Torres. Bellingham. And he's been shifted off it.
Celtic can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
And it's Salah. Interesting ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. Hits one! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Very much into the last knockings.
Added minute has been indicated.
That's an excellent interception.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Rice. Well timed, excellent interception. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Torres. 4 extra minutes added on. Real chance! Goal! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Oh. And time is up. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying.
Lagi nggak geledek mah aman. Ini selagi nggak geledek aman. Pakai segala ini lagi. Padahal tadi kepencet gua. Dia mah salah terpencet tiba-tiba kok ada gituan ya di YouTube Kit ya? Iya YouTube Kit kan nggak ada.
Pencet lagi, pencet lagi.
Dah. Aku. Salah, Cok. Nakata.
Aku punya anjing kecil.
Pemain bansos nggak sempat main nih, baru main lagi. Agak sempat main sama sekali.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Just joining us, we are already on the way.
Allah.
That pass isn't the best. The ball's gone astray. Look at the space here. Big chance! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how's that for composure, Pete?
And Batistuta! The pass is intercepted. And here's Nakata. And here's Batistuta.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's beaten the last man. That is a great ball. Oh, this looks sharp. Palmer. And here's Stoichkov. Palmer.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Stoichkov.
Alah, pencet lagi. Segitiganya alah.
So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Dink through. Messi. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Nakata. Palmer. Stoichkov. And there's green grass ahead of him. Davis. Palmer. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Fernando Torres. Torres!
Ya elah.
Oh, didn't catch it right.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Calhanoglu, and it's Nakata. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
Oh, you make it sound so simple.
Kesalahan
From
tadi.
behind for a goal kick. Nakata, and here's Batistuta. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Palmer. And it's Fernando Torres. And that is a little undercooked. Vitinha. Batistuta. That has not gone well. Thinks one through. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And they win it back again. Forwards and with intent. It's SARA! Oh, crucial block! Bellingham. Palmer. Stoichkov. Oh, that was vital. Has a goal! And he hits the net! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And it's Messi. Messi going face to face with his great rival.
Mau body apa?
It'll be a throw-in. Celtic looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Vitinha. And it's Batistuta. Batistuta! They've done it! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
Bellingham! And he has kicked it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now it's Nakata. Shifted upfield. Now it's
There
Stoichkov.
will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Vitinha. Nakata. Shot a goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cleared without hesitation. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Keras melawannya nih.
Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing, and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. So, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Celtic head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2 goals to 1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nakata. Palmer. Torres. It's Bellingham. And here's Stoichkov. Palmer. looks a smashing ball. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
And here's Stoichkov. And here's Mohamed Salah. Threads one in. In comes the corner. Celtic with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Cleared away. David Villa.
Wait.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He's going to be disappointed with that. David Villa.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Fernando Torres. Gabriel. Fernando Torres. Oh, that's a foul. There's the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Fernando Torres clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then.
Làm gì vậy? Anh chưa được cho nó.
And the shot! And it's come back out to him. It's a goal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
His instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Celtic take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Belletti. Now it's Torres. And it's Fernando Torres. Vitinha. Messi. Quality ball. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Bastoni. Oh, that's well spotted. Musiala. Oh, it's Batistuta. He's in here!
Alah.
Vitinha. He's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Bellingham. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Messi. David Villa. And the finish! In he goes again!
Alah.
Oh, taken with style! Back within one! They have them in their sights again!
After 81 minutes.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence, if you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
Davis. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, he's bustling through here. There's the hit. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty.
Untung cuk.
Celtic have been handed a game-changing chance to further improve their position of comfort. Carlos Ulreich, and they're running away penalty.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
2 up, very little time left. Surely this is it. David Villa! Oh, he's been this time, surely! In for the pieces! And for a moment, time stood still.
Certainly made himself a big nuisance in applying the pressure to force the error.
Good read, needed to be. So that's it. It is all over. Celtic can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally.
Susah lawan ini. Koja Messi. Siang kayak gitu mah ya. NF. Yes. Itunya lu naikin yang bentar ya. Yang apa yang di TikTok 38 ini 39. Kita pakai komisi. Baru bisa masuk ke
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time.
bentar ya.
Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. It's really well cleared. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano
Wait.
Ronaldo.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there.
Era
It's
lah.
not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. That was travelling.
Tinggi, kalau tinggi.
He can run onto that.
Aduh, kok nggak ini sih?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nggak digocek.
Oh, delightful ball. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Oh, nicely intercepted. Valverde. There he goes, motoring forward. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Fernando Torres. And it's Belletti. Oh, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. And the pass is intercepted. Dembele. Oh, no joy this time. That's a look and place it forward. He has found a way through. Oh, that should get the job done.
Kok gua salah
So
mulu
we're
ya,
still
gua
where we
tekan
started
ini.
right now.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Salah mulu, gua tekan.
Raul. Mbappe.
Ih,
It's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And the finish! And he's gone looking for safety. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. He's in plenty of space here. He is through here! And the flag, a great chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that's been intercepted. And we have our very first corner. And he's there to clear it. There's the shot! Goal! Celtic!
But pour l'équipe du Celtic Glasgow. Après 26 minutes de jeu.
Celtic are in front now. The game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And here's Batistuta.
Ah.
They're level in a trice.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
But pour l'équipe de
Well,
France.
there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Le numéro 2.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah,
Batistuta has a goal!
Anjir, pecah itu.
France! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's been an absolute...
Can he finish? They've done it! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Dia main di mana sih? Oh, di PC dia. Melek dia.
Bastoni. Oh, shooting chance! Deftly away. Koulibaly makes the interception. And it's De Bruyne. And here's Torres. And Torres! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
De Bruyne.
This is the time you need that pace.
Good work on the right flank here. Fernando Torres. And the shot! He's scored! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Dia lagi ngelek. Hoki kali dia dapat cepat kan 14 juta. Ada di sini. Signer dia signer. Ini signer aja. Signer. Buka aja.
Temps additionnel,
De Bruyne.
3 minutes.
SARA. It's Fernando Torres. And he's intervened well there. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Can he get it through? And the whistle goes for half-time. Celtic come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Celtic hold a skinny lead after a thrilling half. Bring on the second half. It's 3-2.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 15. À sa place, le numéro 11.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Batistuta. He's had it taken off him. And he's been shifted off it. Cristiano Ronaldo. Choquet!
Allah.
Sticks it away! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful. And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
And now the hit!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Gently done. And here's Mbappe. That pass has been well intercepted. Yamal gets his pass away.
We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Now it's Torres. Passing is crisp and sharp. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Yamal. Mbappe. And it's Salah.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those...
He's got the shot away! Goal! Celtic! And they've got their lead back.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Le nombre de
Celtic
spectateurs pour ce
go
match,
into the lead.
72
Look, he's the one
106.
everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Batistuta.
That's what has to be done now. No question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Untung ya.
You know,
Gua
the
tadi
interest
kotak-kotak
value in this
banget.
game might just take off from here.
Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mohamed Salah!
Alah, gua ngapa gua pencet.
Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Conte. Yamal. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost chance! You want to be quick to... Oh, what has happened here? Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Fernando Torres. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority. A cause of
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Batistuta's cross. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Cleared away. Ronaldo with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it.
Kelar live apaan? Cepet amat live aku baru sejam.
Raul. Batistuta. Oh, just skips past his man. Tries a shot!
keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, that's well seen too. Well, that's been cut out, well played. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Efootlball mobile.
Beckenbauer looking understandably energised after his goal. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Raul. Now it's Mbappe, and he's running through. There's the hit! Has another go!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Efootlball mobil nggak baca sih apa
So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available.
main bareng nggak baca.
Attention.
So time for change.
Gas,
This one has been on the
aman
cards
bisa,
for a
Bang.
little while.
Biasanya Xbox sama PS doang.
Climbs up big! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And the number on the board is 3. He's picked his way through. Beckenbauer. And that will be the final act.
Hampir serangan balik.
So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having...
Oke lah, sampai di sini dulu deh live-nya. Kita akan lanjut besok, kalau enggak gue nyari game yang bagus dulu nih. Thank you yang udah nonton. Sampai jumpa di live berikutnya.